Celestial Seers. Well, I personally did not watch the State of the Union address to Congress. I personally can't even stand the sound of his voice, let alone sit there for what was a record long speech that this man, basically touted for about an hour. And yeah, it was basically like a big hoo-ha parade party for himself. Okay, so obviously there, for those who are still supporting Trump, I don't know. I just think that they drank the ayahuasca Republican Kool-Aid, because for the rest of us, I don't know how they cannot see that pretty much every word that came out of his mouth is a lie. And he repeated it. Not only did the Dow Jones drop, I don't know, something like 1,600 points in the last 2 days, but now we have these tariffs that he claims we as consumers will not pay for, which is absolutely false. So I fact-checked a few things myself. And one of the things that I fact-checked was the economic growth. Okay, so despite the pledges to bolster the economy, the recent tariffs have led to market instability and rising consumer prices. Okay, so before I pull some cards on this, I just want to say that there have been a few people that have mentioned that, he's calling our bluff. He's calling Canada and Mexico. He's calling their bluff in China, and he's going to drop those very high tariffs when he gets what he wants. But I don't think people understand that this is the plan of the New World Order. This is Project 2025. This is about separating. This is about completely eliminating middle class. This is about what Elon was talking about when he said that by removing Medicaid and any of the other federal funded assistance programs, that it will eliminate the parasites. Yeah, because this is much bigger than just Trump calling Canada's bluff. I believe this is part of the New World Order. I believe that in his heart of hearts, not only does he not want to see any brown faces, but he wants people to die. He does. He would never say that, but I can see it, this New World Order. He wants to separate it to the point where people will suffer and perish, not be able to afford their medication, not be able to do the things that they need to do for their family in order to survive. He wants it to be a utopia for the wealthy, for the oligarchs and the billionaires. And that's the truth. There is a much bigger plan than just calling their bluffs with high tariffs. So should we be afraid? No. Because what do I always tell you about? God is our source. God is our source. And as long as we have a voice and we can fight, I don't see where we will stop. We will not stop. Look what happened when J.D. Vance and his family went skiing. The street was lined with protesters, making fun of him and, calling him out for being just calling him out. And then he called on the phone and he said he was being victimized. I don't know. I know that he picked J.D. Vance because he has absolutely no respect for J.D. Vance, because there were only 3 people who rode in the president, I forgot what it's called, the president limousine. 3 people rode in that limousine to the session last night, to the speech. It was Melania, Trump, and you guessed it, Elon. Yep. Vance not. In fact, Melania didn't want to sit next to Usha Vance. She sat 3 people down. She's too dark for Melania. Melania is a racist as well. I mean, this is what they base their premise on when people yell at me and say, Elon is not a racist. Come on. Really? All I can say is they drank the Kool-Aid, and they cannot even have an open mind enough to see any part of the truth of what's going on. The other fact check was lowering cost of living. Trump vowed to reduce everyday expenses, but groceries are becoming more and more and more expensive. Okay, this is under his watch. He keeps saying Biden is responsible for this. The last administration almost destroyed America. No, he's going to destroy America. And those people that he repeats those lies to over and over and over again are going to believe him, that he's trying to save America from this horrible, horrific, economy, when in fact Biden and Harris left us a very good economy. Yes, a very good economy, in fact. Healthcare reform. Well, we all know what's going on with that. He's promising to replace the Affordable Care Act with a more effective system remained unfulfilled. It's been unfulfilled, and not only is it unfulfilled, but as you know, Medicaid is under attack, and then it'll be Medicare. They are already infiltrating the Social Security office. They're talking about how your checks are going to be late. I'm not really sure why your checks would be late, but the Doge and Elon Musk, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. They are not transparent in any way, shape, or form. It's basically him and 4 hackers that have had no background check, okay? But you can't tell people who have drank the Kool-Aid and love Trump and can see no wrong in him. You can't tell them that. And, someone asked me the other day, why is it that they cannot see, that we're headed in the wrong direction? Why do they still love Trump? Why would they pick Trump? And 2 reasons. One class of people believe that he was going to make the economy better. And 2, the other class was just plain racist. That's all there is to it. Sad, but true. Immigration policies. Immigration policy. He's going to do this big flamboyant thing with ICE for a while. And then when that fades away and people stop talking about it, and he, so right now I want you to know that everything that Trump is doing is for distraction to what he really wants to do. I'm talking about the New World Order here. And if you haven't had a chance to look over Project 2025, there's like a cartoon, I Am a Bill or whatever it used to be around. It's been around for like 25 years, longer than that probably, maybe about 25, 30 years. And it's called I Am a Bill. And he actually breaks down Project 2025. And it's a cartoon and it's scary. It's scary. This is definitely like a live version of Handmaid's Tale that America is now doing. So I'm preaching to the choir. You already know that. Blaming Biden for inflation. Okay, yes, he's done that. And then criticizing Biden's tenure. These are the things that he's been doing. Let's see what else. Healthcare. Okay, yeah. So basically, these are the things that they fact-checked him on, that I'm sure there are many, many, many more things that they fact-checked him on that are not, they're not true. Then he marches poor, Congressman Al Green, a 77-year-old man with a cane, was trying to say something, and he had him manhandled and, escorted out the door. And then right after that, Trump touted about how he brought back free speech. And then this is what I'm talking about. So, but what are the Democrats doing? What are they doing? I don't know. So let's go into this a little bit more and talk about the New World Order business. What is this New World Order? I have been trying to tap in lately to, my guides have not wanted, I had couple of really strong prophetic dreams early on, and my guides were, I had just 2 amazing prophetic dreams that have already happened in America, in the U.S., that we will not have America anymore. that if you haven't seen them, go back and look at them. You know, but you know, my spirit guides are like, we want you to focus on law of attraction and positive thinking. And we want you to teach more of that. Okay, yes, I understand that. And I'm also, because I've had so many friends and people that I know that have been deported, like cooks and, you know, and nannies and housekeepers and people that I actually like know, some of them personally, some of them through other people, but, you know, they've been deported. So I have been creating a lot of positive videos in Spanish because I guess I just, you know, because I'm a Mexican American, you know, I'm Mexican, Native American, and my mother is Black and Mexican. And so, you know, there is a, you know, I guess it's connected to my heart. And I want to offer some kind of peace and solace and maybe, you know, a positive, you know, message or two to my Spanish speaking, you know, family that, just have faith, hold on. It's going to be okay. I never believed that he was going to be in office for 4 years. I don't believe that. I woke up the other morning and something told me that he has a blood disease. That was the first time because I got heart. I did get heart, that he had heart issues. You don't have to be a rocket scientist or a psychic to try to figure that one out with all the Diet Coke and cheeseburgers that man is eating. But yeah, but I did hear blood disease. And New World Order. So yeah, this is just so much bigger. I'm going to pull some cards and ask my spirit guides to just show me what direction is Trump really trying to go? I mean, other than the obvious, which is Russia with Putin, the disgrace and embarrassing meeting that he had with Zelensky, the tariffs, throwing all of our allies under the bus, kissing the boots of Putin, and on and on and on. But what direction? What direction is he going? Please help us. Oh man, okay. It's my angels. All right. So the first card I got was Rise Above. And I know a lot of people are going to think that what I'm going to say is, we're supposed to rise above this. But actually, no. Yes, that's true. We are supposed to rise above what is happening to us, because this is a very bad nightmare. I feel like I'm having a bad nightmare, a bad dream. And that's exactly what it is, because life is a dream. And our reality is based on our perception, okay? So how we view things is how we're going to see things, is how we're going to feel things. So what this means to me is that, you know, I spend a lot of time in meditation and you know, protecting the planet, the world, the people in it, you know, those who are being harmed. But I think what this is saying is that something bigger is going to step in. Something, I feel like maybe the Democrats, they are. So what I'm getting more than just reading these cards is that there's kind of like this, I feel like there's a snowball effect that's taking place with the Democrats. And outside, you know, people like with the federal judges and, you know, all the lawsuits that are being thrown at him right now, and how some of the Supreme Court, you know, are not really backing him 100% or agreeing with what he's doing, but not sure how to handle it, because he appointed these Supreme Court judges. But we have this Constitution, and so like they're between a rock and a hard spot right now is what I'm feeling. And I feel like something bigger than him and something higher than him is going to move in and is going to, it's going to shake things up. It is. It's going to shake things up. I see something happening to Elon. I do. I don't know if it's going to be physical, if it's going to be sick, if it's going to be something that he does himself. But when I think of him, when I tap into Elon energy, I see him going like 100 miles an hour and crashing into this wall, and then just like almost like a computer. And like dead, gone. So I think what's going to happen first is that, and Trump doesn't really care. Trump understands that Elon paid his ticket for him to get into the White House so he could stay out of jail. And that is what Elon's purpose was. In return, he gave Elon carte blanche to all of our federal agencies and the money and everything that he could get his hands on, his little greedy hands on, so that he can make more money for his projects, for his things. There are already conflicts of interest, anywhere ranging from his, selling, $400 million worth of Tesla Cybertrucks, that they are not going to be called Tesla Cybertrucks, but that's what they are. So either way you look at it, Elon is going to make a massive amount of money. He already has, as well as Trump, and that's what this is for. But I don't think he's that loyal to Elon. He's not that loyal to anyone. He's not that loyal to his wife. So why would he be that loyal to Elon? So if someone came in or someone stopped Elon, that's what I see. I see them coming in actually and stopping him, because what he's doing is illegal. It's illegal. But the law moves slow. The law moves very slow. And so that's the next card, rest. Okay. This is what the Supreme Court is doing right now. Just resting, resting, resting. The Supreme Court is just resting and waiting and biding its time. Because, like, for whatever reason, nobody wants to be the bad guy when they yank out the villain, which is Trump. Nobody wants to be the bad guy when they yank out the villain. But for some reason, they're like sleeping on the job. They're sleeping on the job. They're, and I think this has to do with also, this could be the Democrats as well, but I don't think so. I feel like the Democrats are expending and spending a lot of energy, and it's just kind of snowballing into this very strong plan of resistance is what I just got. Plan of resistance. And that's going to rise up. We're going to see more and more backbone, like we did from, Congressman Al Green. Bless his heart. He's 77 years old, and he gets escorted out, and then Trump touts, I brought back, the freedom of speech. What an idiot. He can't pronounce certain words correct. Nobody even, Lakuta or whatever he was saying, Patuta, nobody knows what in the hell country that is, next to what Stephen Colbert said. Yeah, it's next to paprika. He's he can't read. I don't know if he can read or not, to be honest. He was given a letter by King Charles the other day, and he opened it up and he was like, oh, wow, wow, wow. And then he's just a con artist. Very special letter, very special letter. Wow, I'm honored, and blah, 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 blah. And whatever else he said, it's all hot air. He's nothing but hot air. Trump doesn't even care that much to be in office, truthfully. He does care about making more money, but he has plenty. But the one thing he does care about is staying out of jail. He does not want to go to jail. He's old. He doesn't want to spend the rest of his time in jail. So my third card that I pulled was empowerment. So I do see that, and if you see this is like, you've got the lotus, you've got the heart, brain, lit up. You've got, the Mother Earth, Gaia, the goddess. I just think that it's going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very rough for a while. It's going to take some time, but I see Elon going out, and I don't know. I feel like I'm going to see Trump going down in health. What do I see? I see him. Yeah, I see him laying down. So I don't know if he dies or, unalived, sorry. This is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. I don't know if he is unalived, but I just saw him laying down, and that's it. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Let's see here. Okay. Abundance. Okay. Infinite abundance. Absolutely. I guess this is the part where my guides want me to tell you that God, when you are, let's just switch a little bit over to law of attraction, because I'm a natural born medium. I studied law of attraction and metaphysics I've been studying this for like 45 years. And, reading and tuning into politics has never been something that I thought I was going to do, or nor did I want to do, until I had those 2 prophetic dreams, which are in my videos about America. After that, I felt like I wanted to know, and I wanted to tap in and tune in, just like all the others, all my other, you know, psychic medium sisters out there who just want to bring some kind of peace and hope to people who are really, truthfully, just frightened and don't know what's going to happen next. What I believe is that God is our true source, and God is infinite abundance. It's like I was listening to some of Neville Goddard's old work, and he teaches about law of attraction. And he was saying that, what he was saying was that it's, you know, having vision boards and affirmations and remaining positive and focusing on what you want instead of what you don't want is it's very important. But you have to go a step further, because as you know, law of attraction is all about feeling the feeling as though you already have that which you want. So it's you know, it's important to see that you are your prosperity, your abundance, and your, you know, creative consciousness is as big as the ocean and as expansive as the ocean and the world and the universe. But also remember that you are the ocean, you are the universe, that you do play an integral, did I say that correct, role in creating not just your world, but you also play a very important part in, this is my next card, being a conscious creator. I'm sorry, I always have to go back to law of attraction and positivity, because I think that leaving this reading on a good note is very important. It's what I've spent most of my life studying. Law of attraction, 45 years metaphysics, you know, I'm a natural born medium. I think, just like I said before, we just want to give people a positive and uplifting message, and a message of hope, because there's so much confusion and fear right now in the world, and there doesn't have to be in your world. You are in charge of your world. You are in charge of your thoughts. You might not have control over your first thought, but you definitely have control over your second thought, and your second thought can be better than your first thought. The next card is support. This is wonderful, because you need to know that, and I also have an angel meditation in my videos. And this meditation is so powerful that every time I facilitate it to my group, you know, people meet their angels. They see them, they know their names, they know what they look like, if they're male, female, or anything else, the color of their hair, the color of their clothes, and their messages. And then they get to know who their personal angel is. But this card is telling me that, to remind you that you are not alone, that you have a lot of support, that the truth is, unfortunately, even with the Orange Mussolini, we are all connected. We are all connected to the one true source, you know, God, which is love. And I have seen both. I've had the presence of Jesus, you know, of what we know as Jesus, come to me several times and speak to me. And I did see Mother Mary during a time I was newly sober, and I wanted a higher power, and I really wanted a female. And so I started to talk to Mother Mary. And one night I just saw her next to my bed, and it was quite beautiful. But that's just the thing, is that we are all connected. And Mary and Jesus and Buddha and people who, you know, the teachers of the world that exemplify love, that includes you and me and anyone else who teaches about love, about who our true source is, about focusing on the things that you want, and as opposed to what you don't want. Don't get me wrong, because people ask me, well, then why do you do readings on politics if you are trying to teach law of attraction? Well, I truly believe that to be forewarned is to be forearmed. And, you know, whatever it is that you do to make yourself safe, you know, whatever set of prayers and meditations that you do to make yourself feel safe, those are very important. So I don't think there's any right or wrong way. Hi. I don't think there's any, this is an angel. Oh, this is Angel Girl. Oh, I got her at the Casey Pet Project. She is about the sweetest little kitty ever. Anyway, whatever you do or don't do, there's no right or wrong way in feeling safe. Animals are a wonderful way of just disconnecting and, you know, getting out of your head for a few minutes, not taking yourself so seriously. And, yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading today / teaching. And if you like our channel, me and Angel, because she likes to be in the camera, subscribe and like, and we'll do a little bit more. I will, you know, get in touch with you guys and in the next day or so, and we'll, oh, she saw Amarillo, the other kitty, and we'll see what's going on there. Other than that, stay tuned, stay connected. I watch Linda G. Comanche. I watch a few of them that are just really wonderful teachers and super gifted mediums. But don't forget that we all have that in us. You are gifted as well. The only difference between you and me, if you haven't practiced a long time, is that you just have to take time to practice. Meditate, get in touch with your feelings and thoughts, and most of all, listen to something positive like Neville Goddard, you know, or Florence Scovel Shinn, and anything that has to do with law of attraction, positive thinking is definitely a winner in my book. And that's about it. It's cold today. We had a mini blizzard last night after being spoiled by 60-degree weather here in Kansas City. I am originally born and raised in California, and I've lived here in Kansas for about 5 years. Eye-opening, to say the least, to live here in the Midwest. So very different than California. But wherever you go, there you are, right? So make the rest of your life the best of your life. I'll see you guys later. Bye.